No.
And I missed a lot. Her feathers. Under. But she's already, feel her here, is thinner, littler.
She's bushy. In this segment, we're going to cover the exterior paint and the slide seals on this unit. This is an example of a slide seal. You can see it's a triple seal. There's a flange here, and a bulb here. And this mounts up like this. You can see the bulb right here. The advantage of using this, what I call a triple seal, but some people call a double seal, seal. But when the slide room comes in, it seals against this. So to me, it's a triple seal, is a reduction of air infiltration. Air infiltration inside the rig will cause convection movement inside your rig. And you'll feel colder from that than you will from just lower R values. So you really want to cut down on the amount of movement inside the coach. And this triple seal is the best I've seen out there, other than high-end Newell coaches and that sort of thing that uses an air bladder to seal. But on a conventional coach, this is about as good as it gets. It radically reduces the amount of air movement inside the coach, and therefore you're warm. So this is just applied here, and then a bulb seal goes onto it in a track. This is around all the slides. You don't see any daylight coming out or alongside the slides. You don't see any daylight in the corner blocking area. So it's a very effective seal. The paint on this coach is done by CDI. New Horizons outsources the paint. It's in Forest City, Idaho. So she's in the background going.
Well, you said Idaho, yes.
And she's right.
She is correct, as usual.
You're supposed to yell, cut!
Okay, you want me to do that? No, he wants me to be close by.
So Danielle say, take two.
Take two.
Okay, the paint on this coach is outsourced to CDI, which is in Forest City, Iowa. The reason they do that is they get a better paint job, even though it's 500 miles each direction. This coach has 4 coats of clear on it. It's very glossy. You can see the reflection on it. It has a lot of depth of paint to it. This is a silver, custom silver, with the new graphic design on it. We added burgundy to this just to give it a little bit more color, because I think this silver by itself is a little dull looking. So we got a splash of color here, and the truck will be coordinated to this color. I'll take the red paint on the truck and turn it to this burgundy color. You can see some of the features of this paint. It wraps around, the graphic wraps around the sidewalls, which gives it a very elegant look, whether the slide's in or out. Same thing on the new graphics. The 2015 has a newer graphic, and the lines come down into the base more than it did on previous coaches. All the graphics on the New Horizons have always looked very good, but I think this is the best look so far. I happen to like the brown very much, but because our truck was already silver, we did a silver paint scheme on this. Okay, on this side, you can see that we have hair frameless windows on this coach. Some people like the slider windows, but I actually prefer the frameless windows that have this crank out. Now, the criticism that these get is that you have less air movement through the coach, but I don't find that to be true. We turn on our fantastic fan. Actually, it's not a fantastic fan. But we turn on the fan in the coach. Open these windows a little, and you can control the amount of airflow you have in the rig quite well. The other benefit of it is that when they're open, if it rains, you don't have to worry about getting rain in the coach. The third benefit is that the little brushes that are around those slider windows, that allow them to slide up and down are not in this, so you don't get as much air infiltration, and you don't have the drain holes in it, which allow air to come into your coach. So altogether, these are a superior window, and they really look nice. They go very well with the coach. No frame showing at all, just a really elegant look. You can see on this door, there's an actual window on this door that you can see through. It's not opaque, but you don't see in during the day. Electronic locks on the door, and the door is color coordinated to the coach. This is the soft touch material like you would use on the ceiling. It just is a very nice look to the door. And of course, this is vinyl, so it's waterproof. So if the door is open and it rains, it's not going to affect anything. Now this door is not white. We have a black door just because it color coordinates with our coach better. The window awnings on this coach are on most of the windows, but not all of the windows. We don't find it necessary to put them on the kitchen windows, for example. We have a continuous awning on this side. This is the one we use most. Instead of having two awnings, we have a single awning. I think it's a cleaner look and just as effective. You'll notice that the awning is color coordinated to the coach, and that we use a cloth awning, not a vinyl awning. So they maintain themselves a little bit better. They cover the windows very well, keep them well in the shade.
That rope light we were talking about in the toe kick. It's really low profile.
That is low profile. Wow, there's nothing to it. That'll work.
I don't know what you're talking about, Will.
Turn the lights on. This is a Carefree of Colorado Traveler awning. It's in cloth. It's not in vinyl. Again, the cloth it's easier to keep up the cloth. I'd much prefer the cloth. It also has a wrap on it. You can see a metal wrap up here. So when it's in, it's wrapped. One of the benefits of having that metal wrap on it is it keeps water out of it when it rains, when the awning is in, and when you're traveling down the road, it stops wind from getting under the edges for the most part. So it gives it it's a little bit safer that way. Color coordinated to the coach, of course, and you'll notice that there are lights up in the edge, LED lights up in the edge there. So at night, when you're sitting outside, you have some light from the awning. This is a very large awning. I think it's 21 feet. Might be a little bit bigger than that. And that's because our upper deck up here is very large. Now, if we were to have the fourth slide in the second bedroom slide, then you wouldn't be able to have an awning this large because the room comes out. So one of the reasons why we don't like it is for the awning, but the main reason we don't have the fourth bedroom slide is storage in the bedroom, which you'll see if you look at the video segment on the bedroom. You get a lot more storage if you don't have the fourth slide.
Brother, you get probably gone tomorrow. Don't forget the bulbs.
One of the nice things about this particular awning is that when it is in, it's a nice clean look. You'll see the cover comes in and covers all the arms. And that's fully retracted. Well, not quite fully retracted. Now it's fully retracted.